Cada vez que quiero quemar, le tiro a Werner. Me gustan más los billetes azules que los verdes. Hasta cuando ganan pierden. A todas estas serpientes les mudé las pieles. Los zorros combinando las cartieles. Fanáticos con mi nombre los carteles. Me muevo como los que tú quieres. Guagua blinda pa' brindar. De mi pauta esta se quieren guindar. Si por mi instinto me dejo llevar, pues les doy bulería a los David Bisbal. Escúchame bien, yo no tengo rival. Tú podrás rimar, pero no suena igual. Es mantenerse, no es solo llegar. Tanto dinero que piensan que es ilegal. A la hora cero en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandal Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. No tengo que decir de dónde soy. Todo esto lo saben ya. No sé si hay guerra o es solo un rumor. Vamos pa' la calle a ver si es verdad. Tengo fe, sé que pronto mi Dios vendrá. Mientras tanto la tierra la haré temblar. Y firme con él yo por dentro estoy. Por eso ninguno me detendrá. Ahora tengo el récord limpio y par de campeonatos. Pero antes trabajaba hasta limpieza y ornato. Quieren copiar el flow pero les cambio el formato. Correa desde arriba, ve como yo lo mato. El respeto de los veteranos desde novatos. Procura que en mi zona tú no seas no grato. Porque hasta de día están sonando los... Me respetan y los capos. A la hora cero en la raya. Seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandal Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Young Kings, baby. Santurce PR.
See the starting lineup of the visiting. At forward, Jaden McDaniels.
Let's meet the starting five for your San Antonio Spurs. 6'8", at forward, number 10, Jeremy Sochan.
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sport. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for San Antonio, outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. And it's Paul in at the 1. Stan this. Oh, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Now, here's Vassell. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Spurs ball.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so he hits the technical free throw. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Now here is Conley. Here's Edwards. Vassell grabs the board.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Paul. Back to Vassell. Paul with the screen for Vassell. Here's the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Randall dishes to McDaniels. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Vassell after the basket by Minnesota. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Spurs have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Look, if you're open, Conley sees you. That was a great pass.
Conley against Paul. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ball against Conley. Sinks that one from the post.
And not just a jump shooter, Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Here's Paul. Pass to Vassell. Back to Paul. Shoots the three. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Missed inside. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by one. Vassell against Edwards. Vassell right side. Great D that time from Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Vassell wide open. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Timberwolves leading by 3.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. First one falls for him. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. change here. Reid's checked in.
Reid.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wembanyama finds Vassell. From the arc, just 5 to shoot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Edwards, driving the lane, and finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
There's a minute left in the first. San Antonio's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And the dunk by Sochan.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. It's good. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jones. To the paint. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Edwards' shot is good.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Spurs trail by 5. Down low. Here's Vassell. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Johnson. Goes up on the wing. And again, it's Minnesota.
Alexander Walker.
11 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. And he comes up with the deuce.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Edwards. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Minnesota on top, up by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Dillingham is out there with Edwards. And it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Nuzzi. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 spot. Now here's Edwards. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. And San Antonio shooting 43% from the field. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think he was
not in any way.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs. 7-point differential. Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good from outside.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the shot no good, a bit short.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Now Jones. Johnson outside for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Spurs trail by 6. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reid. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dillingham. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Sochan. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 14.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
That's off as well, so he misses both. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And here's Edwards, following the three from Chris Paul. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Paul with the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. A floater. Edwards can't hit. Spurs trail by 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. 1:49 left in the first half. Here's Paul. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
A master at finding angles to finish. Chris Paul uses quickness to his advantage.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. On the rafters, he puts it in!
Are you kidding me?
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Paul. He's got 10. Sochan with the ball. Johnson for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. Edwards making a statement.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
And 1:01 left here in the second. Out left to the wing. Conley against Paul. Gobert with the block. Now here's McDaniel. Pass to Gobert. Yep, that one goes in there. And now an 8-point Minnesota lead. San Antonio's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Here's Paul. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Bucket is good. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
Finding a little rhythm here. They have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Here's Randall. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.